These authoritative figures are all about real talk and a whole lot of sass.
You're like an elephant trying to skydive with a tiny parachute indoors.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 reality TV judges.
What the heck you doing here with me then?
For this list, we're focusing specifically on judges in the reality TV genre, and all the mainstays that sometimes make contestants quiver, while also making them better at their respective crafts.
Well, wait, but you're not gonna call the flag on illegal motion?
Number 10, Michael Kors, Project Runway.
Tight satin? No human being should wear tight satin.
He's been referenced in cinema.
And RSVP yes to the Michael Kors party. I want the driver to drop me off at 9:30 and pick me up at 9:45 sharp.
And he's been referenced in song.
Couldn't get Michael Kors if you was f***ing Michael Kors.
But it was on Lifetime's Project Runway that Michael Kors truly made an imprint on pop culture. As one of the original judges, the fashion designer appeared in 121 episodes, and his feedback was entertaining to say the least.
Hello? I mean, she's got all the curtains from Tyra ripped off the wall and put into the one dress.
Capable of pulling out the most creative metaphors, Kors always had the right words to humiliate contestants while inspiring them at the same time.
She literally looks like she got caught in a tornado of toilet paper.
We just had to do something.
That's called tough love. After all, there's a fine line between looking like a hooker or a grandmother.
She's a hooker or a grandmother going up a wheelchair ramp.
Number 9, Cheryl Cole, The X Factor.
Joining Simon, Danny and Louis from Britain's biggest girl group, new X Factor judge, Cheryl Cole.
Known simply as Cheryl, there's nothing simple about this former Girls Aloud member turned judge. Without even saying a word on The X Factor, Cheryl influences pop culture in the UK with her stylish clothing game. And she's a sweetheart to boot.
You know what's probably made you cry, sweetheart, is because you wore your heart on your sleeve in that song. And you let us all into your pain. But of every bad experience, there's a silver lining, and the silver lining is the beauty in your performance.
Replacing Sharon Osbourne for the 5th season, she's one of a select few individuals to truly impress Simon Cowell. And her intellectual acumen resulted in 2 consecutive wins for her admiring contestants.
Alexander, congratulations. Cheryl, congratulations as well.
Everybody loves Cheryl, whether it's out of jealousy or pure admiration.
For you to be able to perform and deliver that song with that power and that beauty, it was spellbinding. Like, that was a stunning performance.
Number 8, Tyra Banks, America's Next Top Model.
In moments, the final 2 will be walking, stomping this runway, and only one of them will be crowned America's Next Top Model.
Supermodel, business mogul, America's fiercest female judge.
You are a model. This is a publicist. Do you understand? There is a rank. I'm giving you a very tough lesson in how to get your career to the next level.
As the creator of America's Next Top Model and innovator in the fashion industry during the digital age, Tyra Banks has remained a staple of reality TV thanks to her raw takes and motherly approach to her contestants.
You got what it takes, but you just rest on it. I wouldn't have been where I was in my career if I just went. I pushed strong, hard. Give it to me right now. Where was that? Where was she?
Some tremble at the very sight of her, and some manage to retain a lasting business relationship. But ultimately, America's Next Top Model is a Tyra Banks joint. And she's not afraid to open up a can of whoop-ass on those who don't respect the business. Or better yet, the brand.
You rolling your eyes and you act like this because you've heard it all before. You've heard it all before. You don't know where the hell I come from. You have no idea what I've been through. But I'm not a victim. I grow from it and I learn. Take responsibility for yourself.
Number 7, Howie Mandel, America's Got Talent.
You guys are adorable, you're funny, you're talented, and I couldn't stop smiling, and you are, wow.
While some reality TV judges thrive on maintaining a devilish persona, Howie Mandel takes a different approach, as he relies on comedy and poignant advice to enrich the careers of potential superstars.
Sir, you're not only a dragon, but you slay. And that's what every comic should be doing, is you make us laugh, you leave us in wonder. That's too much sugar. I'm worried about you because I believe that you can make it to the finals.
He's well-versed in performance art, which makes him an ideal candidate not only for America's Got Talent, but for any primetime reality show. As one of the second wave of judges alongside Howard Stern, Mandel carries the most weight of his panel, and his background as a comedian, actor, and TV host naturally lends an authoritative feel to his words of wisdom.
When I started doing this show, they said, what do you want to see this year? And I said, I want to see things that I've never seen before. I want to see things that I want to say to my kid, you got to see this. And I think you just showed me that because I've never seen anything like that before.
Number 6, Tom Colicchio, Top Chef.
I would applaud this dish. I think it's not showing off, it's about taking a few humble things and making them delicious.
This man keeps a little dirt under his chin, but keeps the dirt off his shoulders in the kitchen through his cool and collected interactions with aspiring chefs.
I think, number one, it's really flavorful. You tell a story, and you had the technique to pull it off. Love it.
Thanks, May.
Tom Colicchio has the resume to make anyone a household name. And as one of the original Top Chef judges, his opinions can motivate or simply crush the culinary contestants.
Congratulations, you've made probably the most unappetizing looking dish I've ever seen in my life.
Always fully in command of the room and firm with his words, Colicchio knows exactly how to motivate and operate without being a complete jerk, along with his fellow original Top Chef colleague, Gail Simmons.
There's potential for the charred onion soil and the tom kha snow to be a lot of technique and not a lot of flavor. But I'm actually tasting both in a really subtle, gentle way, and I think they complement the vegetables really nicely.
Number 5, Randy Jackson, American Idol.
I think you'd make Stevie proud, man. That was excellent, dude. That's one of the best boy performances I've ever seen, dude. That was the ball.
Yo, dog. Here's a man that was relatively unknown to mainstream America when he first appeared on the original season of American Idol. Yet he'd long been working with the biggest acts in the business.
This is not your thing, dog. Singing, this is not your thing, man. Trust me, man. Trust me, man. We wouldn't lead you down the wrong alley, man. Idol's doing you a favor, dog. It's not your
And forgive us for laughing.
For 12 seasons, Randy Jackson served as the anchor of the series, offering up insider anecdotes with a genuine disposition, while never ever showing the slightest bit of anger.
Dude, it was bad for me. That was bad.
He's just a cool cat. Someone capable of quickly transforming contestants on a variety of fronts. With Simon Cowell as the quintessential baddie of American Idol and Paula Abdul as the sweetheart, Randy Jackson kept everybody grounded. And most importantly, he made everybody better.
Let me just say, on the behalf of all my judges up here, one of the greatest performances in the history, 12 years of American Idol. Right there. You show them how to do it, baby. That's what's up.
Number 4, Nigel Lythgoe, So You Think You Can Dance.
Well, it's the first week, and this could possibly be the first Emmy-nominated routine.
One of the most esteemed modern pro dancers to come out of the UK, this Brit took his talents to the US in order to produce American Idol. But it was on the acclaimed Fox dance series that Nigel Lythgoe found even more success.
Melanie, before I critique this, I have to go back to your solo and say it's probably one of the best solos I've ever seen across this series ever.
Previously known as Nasty Nigel for his work on the British series Pop Stars.
It's a bit like going pearl diving. You can open up a lot of oysters and find nothing in there, and then you find one and you go, yes, thank you. Exactly right. And it is well worth it then.
He's able to walk the line between harsh mentor and supportive friend, all in the name of live television, and certainly for the art of dance.
This was a great, fun routine to do, but there was so much going on. And I have to say, in truth, I think you outdanced your all-star there.
Above all, it's the intellect and bravado that keep contestants on their toes, while they tremble with anticipation before Lythgoe offers up his verdict, much like his female counterpart and fellow judge, Mary Murphy.
Neil, I'm gonna get a little crazy. Marco, that you are the real deal out there!
Number 3, Blake Shelton, The Voice.
To me, there's something very special about your voice, and there's a break in there that you use every once in a while. I think it's really cool, and really hope you pick me.
He's an unfiltered Oklahoman with a knack for appealing to the most unlikely of contestants. Maybe it's that country charm, or perhaps it's the country twang. But there's nothing fake about Blake Shelton's televised persona as one of the original judges on The Voice.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? It's too late.
He flirts a little bit and keeps everybody on edge, yet he retains a father figure presence that always makes the contestants feel at home.
Your voice just kept getting stronger and stronger, and every time I thought, well, I'd heard what you can do, would you get away from me?
And given Adam Levine's steady presence on the NBC hit show, Shelton's comedic banter with his fellow judge contributes to his commercial appeal.
I was first to turn, like by a long shot.
Who gives a crap about that?
Oh, that's important, because I saw what you guys failed to see.
Well, it's because you were turned around and you could see.
Number 2, Gordon Ramsay, Hell's Kitchen, and MasterChef.
Look at this. Look. 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 What the f*** is this?
Do not bleep with this man or he will make you cry. After all, nobody wants a cook that takes a soft approach in the kitchen. Well, at least not Gordon Ramsay. And even if contestants almost reach perfection with their meals, that still means they failed, according to this Scotland-born chef.
If you saute scallops in a non-stick pan, they won't stick. That's why it's called non-stick. I don't know what non-stick means in Texas, sweetheart, but me.
His insults are creative and sometimes nonsensical. And, well, perhaps it's not the best idea to froth from the mouth all over one's own food.
If you serve me shit like that, take your jacket and go. Yes, chef.
But hey, to each their own. Sometimes it takes a few well-placed insults to bring out the best in people.
That was delicious.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Amazing. Sorry.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
I've been bamboozled and flabbergasted in the first 5 minutes of this bottom 3. You a slacker?
No, sir. Not in the least. Never have been.
And David, I'm going to ask you to take the down elevator. You're fired.
That routine had class, it had style. I know you're a golfer, that was a hole-in-one. It was a fabulous routine.
It doesn't have that rich sauce that I'm looking for. It reminds me of a very tasty pasta dish, but I really do like the way that you've cooked the lamb. It's really delicious. Thank you.
Number 1, Simon Cowell, Various.
Last year I described someone as being the worst singer in America. I think you're possibly the worst singer in the world.
Maybe it's this man's perpetual globe-trotting that makes him so incredibly snarky and arrogant.
You were out of tune, you were boring, and it wasn't even good enough for a hotel lobby.
Then again, Simon Cowell has an extensive background in the music industry, which makes his knowledge extremely beneficial to contestants and makes the occasional nod of approval so effective.
Susan Boyle, you can go back to the village with your head held high. It's 3 S's.
Given the years and years of watching brutal and sometimes disturbing auditions, this man has earned the right to admonish those who choose style over substance while wasting everybody's time.
However, that was like some ghastly audition for a boy band, which you would not have been picked for.
Always a gentleman, albeit in a snobbish way, Simon Cowell knows when to entertain and when to lift the spirits of competitors.
Corny. You hover 4 yeses.
Do you agree with our list?
Right now, I'd rather eat poodle shit.
Who's your favorite reality TV judge?
One and only Mr. Howie Mandel.
For more mind-blowing top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
No, seriously, it's time to go.